Hi everyone, I'm Steve Burns. I'm CEO of Lordstown Motors, and we've been very fortunate to have the governor and lieutenant governor with us today. We're here to really try to grow the region, and we think we're doing is great for the great state of Ohio. And so I'd like to introduce them and bring them up. Governor DeWine and his wife, Fran, and Lieutenant Governor John Husted.
Well, Fran and I and John are just very excited to be here. This is a exciting day for the state of Ohio. We just got a good look at the future, and I think when you see the pickup truck tomorrow, everyone's going to be very, very excited about it. I know we're very excited. I know tomorrow's the official unveiling, and everybody will have a chance to take a look at the truck, and the vice president will be here, and the secretary will be here. But Fran and I and John wanted to come up a day early and really have the opportunity to get a look.
The truck is just very promising. The technology on this really can be a game changer in electric propulsion, and it gives them a great opportunity to be aggressive in getting into the market and serving customers right out of the box. And for us, the great news is this is going to happen in Ohio. We love the branding of Voltage Valley that we saw in there. With the battery plant and Lordstown Motors, this has the potential to be such a great future for the Mahoning Valley in Ohio. Ohio wants to be a big leader in electric technologies and building the platforms and the infrastructure to be successful. And the governor's given us the charge to lead in that space.
You know, Ohio has always been a auto state, auto parts state, and this is really this is the future. I think this truck really has a great competitive advantage over its competitors. The fact that you all have been able to put this together this quick, I'm just shocked that anybody could do that quick. Part of it is that obviously we have a great facility here. We knew it was a great facility, kept in great order, and so they were able to come in and get started right away.
We have about 70 employees, about 100 contractors currently. We stated that once that's mostly engineers, as we convert in the plant. As we get closer to production, we will start to hire line workers, retrain them for how to build electric vehicles. That's about 400 line workers, 100 for the battery plant and 100 for the motor plant. So roughly 300 or 400 engineers and 400 line workers and the other 200 that I talked about. That is, the first wave. A lot of people ask me, what's the end game? This is built for one purpose: volume production of automobiles, right? And they used to make 400,000 cruises in here a year. Our goal is to exceed that. They did it with about 5,000 folks, and that's probably about the same number we'll need at the end.
I think we always underestimate, particularly with anything having to do with the auto industry, we underestimate the amount of jobs because the suppliers always come. The suppliers are there. So when you take any kind of plant, any kind of manufacturing, but particularly the auto industry, the multiplier effect is just huge. We know that when you have any kind of manufacturing, the economic impact is so much greater than other kinds of businesses. So it is exciting. Mahoning Valley, I believe, has a great future.
The more trucks they sell, the more prosperity will come. And you asked a question earlier about what's happened. If you look at the capital markets, they're pumping money into this space now. And there are competitors, though, that are out there. And so, getting this launched, getting this out there, getting a little bit ahead of the game with the technology they have, is really going to determine what happens in the big picture over time here. And that's why we wanted to be here to show our support, because the faster they go, the more trucks they sell, the more jobs they create, and the more prosperity we have.
In car world, you introduce the vehicle as early as you can. You want to make sure you haven't missed anything. Let's say there was a design queue, and we could tool this entire plant to the nth degree, and but if the vehicle, for example, doesn't look good, right? Might not sell well. So you want to get, and our vehicle is like no other vehicle in the world, a hub motor based vehicle, right? And it's the first electric full-size pickup truck. So it's a lot of first. We want to get it out early to make sure we haven't missed anything. A lot of people have pre-ordered it without even seeing it. We're expecting that if it meets with people's expectations tomorrow when we unveil it, it will really, really start the ordering process. So you do that first, then you build enough to start going into the crash test wall and into TRC, where Lieutenant Governor Husted talked about. That's a durability test track here in Ohio, world class. Start shaking it out, make sure nothing's going to fail out in the field, and as that all works its way out, you get into production.
Since GM went out of here, what I've consistently said is that we will do whatever we can to get business here. We'll do whatever we can to see it expand. We have a competitive advantage in Ohio that other states do not have. We have Jobs Ohio, and Jobs Ohio gives us a lot more flexibility to help companies. They're very focused, as they should be, on job creation. But we're optimistic. These trucks are going to sell, and they're going to continue to make more and more and more and more of them. And we're here to help in any way that we can.
For over a century, Farmers National Bank has stood strong. Through booms and busts, peaks and valleys, we've learned to know the seasons and how to grow in each of them. During challenging times, everyone is reminded of the value of solid relationships in both life and business. Farmers, stand strong.